It's just so funny. We're gonna bring it up.
I know.
All right. Well, so Cole's not here today, so I'm gonna be doing 98% of the talking this episode.
This is take 2 of the intro.
We literally before we go. So Cole's not here today, and then Joe goes. Just didn't say anything. So it's gonna be a primarily Peter episode, but
That's not true. This is a learning experience. For
This
me
is
to
I mean, it's a brother episode.
Yeah.
Because Cole's not here, but that's gonna fucking
clip.
Yeah, sorry, Cole. But so Cole got COVID. Essentially, we were gonna. We literally did this last week, but this is like Tuesday's episode. This is the 6th. This episode's coming out on the 8th. So sorry,
it's
Joe.
just another.
And then next week we have to double record, and then But anyway, so since it was last week, we were about to go to Cole's house like in like 20 minutes, and then Cole called me and was like, "Hey, just letting you know I got COVID," and I'm like, "Oh my god, come on!" But so now you're just left.
Yeah, well, it's just another 2 nights in a row where I'm up until 2 a.m.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, it's gonna be terrible, but
well, it'll be worth it, right?
Yeah, we'll be fine. This is like I said, it's the brother episode.
Anyway,
yeah, but we'll be fine. All right, hit the intro music. Oh, that wasn't English. Hit the intro music.
Easily distracted.
What the f?
segues are weird.
Yeah, segues are very weird. Welcome to Easily Distracted. So today I just want to bring up. This is the first episode since Tom Brady retired. We are from New England, so that definitely hit hard. We love him again. Ever since he left,
the whole situation's kind of weird, though. You know.
Yeah, because he like retired. Well, it just was reported that he retired, but I think someone just leaked it to ESPN, or was that Adam Schefter?
Yeah. I think it was like 2 sources.
Yeah, it was 2 sources. It was leaked to, and then he was like, "Hey, I'm not." Or his dad was like, "Yeah, he's made no official decision, but I think he officially made the decision." But
he just got mad.
Yeah, he wouldn't be the one that announced it.
But also, like, there's outrage from Pats fans about him not
right. He didn't shout it out,
acknowledging it. Which, I mean, I don't care.
It's not a big deal. No. I mean, like a thank you letter would have been nice, but like.
But he already did that when he was moving on to the Bucks, you know.
Yeah, he had the whole thing. But I mean, he put a video like a week after saying like that he like thank you Patriots, all that kind of stuff like that. Like he showed like his career in New England and stuff. So it's really not that big of it. I'm not that butthurt about it.
No. But people are. That's what I'm saying. Is that a lot of Pats fans are.
Yeah.
And it's like, get over yourself, you know.
Oh yeah, because the Pats fans, they suck.
He gave us enough. We don't need a thank you know. So I mean, it was kind of. I think it's kind of petty towards Bill, Belichick and Kraft.
But
like
we didn't really treat him that nicely. Like towards the end while he was here, right? We were like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of him anyway. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So like, why would he? You know.
Yeah, but they still obviously there's still a lot of like love there, and he doesn't hate New England. He doesn't hate Boston,
and he's expressed that a lot.
Yeah.
So his final retirement, it's kind of like he was on the Bucks. He's gonna thank the Bucks. Like
exactly. Like they took in a 42-year-old man to become their starting quarterback. Like
and he won them a championship.
Yeah, and he's Tom Brady. So anyway, thank you, Tom. I'm very sad. I can't imagine football without Tom Brady.
I mean, I'm excited.
But it's like we've never seen football without. He's been in the league for 20 years.
Same thing.
I'm 22 years old.
Same thing with like just the whole era of like Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers.
It might it might just be different because it's Tom. Like it's just Tom Brady. It's like when LeBron leaves the NBA because he's getting up. He's like 36, I want to say.
Yeah, he's up there.
But I mean, he's 37.
Right.
He'll be 38 this year. But it's the same thing. It's like once LeBron leaves basketball, like there's more talent. Obviously, you'll still have like Giannis for 10 to 15 years. We'll still have Luka for 20 years.
Right.
Like So it's all this, but it's just like basketball without LeBron James.
Well, they were probably saying the same thing when MJ left.
MJ left when Kobe left. It's yeah, exactly.
So I think we'll be fine. I mean, again with that same point, like football, like quarterbacks, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert,
Mac Jones,
Kyler Murray, like all these talented
they're all
quarterbacks are coming up.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. So
so we'll be fine
yeah, no, we will survive
as NFL fans.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I just think it's because I didn't really watch football other than the Patriots for like the longest until like I started playing fantasy a few years ago. Like it was just kind of like, oh, Pats are on. Okay, I might watch the game. Like I might stay up for the snacks that are being distributed.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna go
yeah. I
downstairs
remember.
and I'll go downstairs at halftime.
It'll be me and Dad watching football, and then you would come up once in a while if there's
Yeah,
like, you know,
I'd hear like, oh, and I'm like, what happened? I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Is there more taco dip?
that taco dip's good.
Oh my god, I really want it right now.
So I don't
I'm
blame you
not
for
gonna
going
lie.
up to get it.
I did want to bring this up because it was brought to my attention at work the other day. So, if people don't know, I'm a server. I'm a server bartender at a restaurant. I'm not going to give the name of the restaurant, but shout out.
You do a great pour.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm really good at my job.
I can confirm that.
Shout out Tom Cruise. So I used to work at Chili's though. I can say that loud, but
I mean, you can say that to me, but I already know.
yeah, well, no, but I'm saying like I'm not going to say the restaurant I'm currently at. Like, but I'll say I'm at Chili's.
Right.
Oh, I was at Chili's. I was there for like 2 years, and I had some crazy experiences there.
Oh, I'm sure. You get a lot of good people coming in.
Yeah, I'll have plenty of stories about that. But one I wanted to bring up because the other day at work, someone at the bar, I was working the bar, and someone had asked for like a bar. I'm like, they had like 3 pieces of pasta left. So I'm like, oh, you want to box it up like as a joke? And then, we all laughed. I'm a comedian. But they're like, I'm like, oh, it's actually funny because this one time it was like the lunch shift at Chili's. Like it was like Sunday lunch. I don't know, she just came from like church or something. But yeah, well, because it's just like Sunday. It's all just we have the whole parish in Chili's.
Right. Yeah.
She was by herself. She was old and kind of like she wasn't. Well, she was creepy, but like she was just kind of like very like to herself.
Okay.
And she got a full rack of ribs. She's 90 pounds, like soaking wet, probably.
Right. Yeah.
And she sucked them down to the bone. Pause.
That yeah.
But
she ate them all. Yeah.
Yeah, she ate them all, but there was like nothing but bones left. So I made a joke. I'm like, "Oh, do you want a box for that?" And she goes, "Oh yeah." And then I'm like, "Haha," laugh because it's bones.
Knee slapper.
Yeah, exactly. And then she's 5 minutes later. I'm like, "Oh, can I get you anything else?" She's like, "Yeah, I need that box." And I'm like, "Oh, like, okay." And I got her the box, and I'm like, "Oh, this bones." I'm like, "Oh, so like you have a dog?" And she's like, "Oh no." And I'm like, immediately in my head, I thought of like 15 things she could have done with like the rib bones.
I don't think you should tell us that right now.
Well, no, like I thought she would like make like a necklace out of them, or like
okay.
yeah, or like where did you think I was going? Oh no.
I mean, I do know what I was thinking about.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there. No, but like there was this episode of Criminal Minds, and where like one of the serial killers would every time he would kill someone, he would take out the rib bones, usual serial killer stuff.
Right, yeah.
Take out the bones, but he would make them into wind chimes and send them to this one like woman, and she didn't know that they were like human rib bones, but they were obviously these were pork ribs. They weren't like.
Well, how would you not know that they're? What did she think that it was like animal bones?
Yeah, she thought they were just animal bones, but they're just human bones.
Okay.
But so I'm like, that's where my head went to.
Okay.
Anywho, enough talk about serial killers.
Right.
Is there any new shows that you're binging right now?
I haven't been watching TV.
Yeah, you don't.
I haven't
really,
been able to.
Yeah, I mean, because there's this show. Oh, I'm gonna shout it out. Pam and Tommy. Have you heard about that one yet?
No.
It's about Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
about
that
like
makes sense.
their tape that they released.
How do you make a show out of that?
Well, because they didn't release it. They're not the ones that put it out there.
Okay.
It's Tommy Lee's Sebastian Stan, right? He's played by Sebastian Stan,
Okay.
and then Pamela Anderson's Lily James. Do you know who that is? Famous actress. She's British, but like that makes a difference.
Right.
So essentially, I'll give you the rundown just in case you want to watch it and anyone else wants to watch it. So essentially, Tommy Lee wanted renovations on his house. He wanted like a new bedroom or something, and he wanted it to be crazy big. This was like 94, 95. So it was
Tommy
like,
Lee style,
Yeah, so it was like, a lot of money. And he's like, oh, I'm good for the money. I'm good for the money. Like, money's not like
an issue.
Yeah, money is no object. And so the carpenter who was played by Seth Rogen.
Okay.
He's like, hey, like this is gonna cost more. Like if you want this to be moved over there, it's gonna cost more. If you want this, it's gonna cost like an extra $1,000. And so like then he asked for like a water bed. And so he's like, a water bed's like gonna be $3,000 or like $2,000 or whatever he said. And he said, oh, money's not like get it. And then he's like, Seth Rogen was like, I'm not putting this in until like I get reimbursed because he needs to like pay his bills and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because he was paying all of it like for himself, and then he didn't get any money from Tommy Lee. And so when he confronts him about it, like, hey, I'm not doing any more work until, and like him and then like the contractor, they're like, we're not doing anything else until like we get paid, right? So then Tommy Lee comes in and is like, oh, like this is shitty work. Like I'm not paying you for this. Like you're fired. Just because he didn't have he wasn't going to pay him for it. So
Yeah.
Rand, the carpenter, went nuts.
Right.
Stalked Tommy Lee for like 6 months or something like that. Like parked a van outside his house and like would write down times like when he would show up.
Right.
And leave and all that kind of stuff. Broke into his house. Stole a big safe from his garage that had like guns and money and jewelry and all that kind of stuff in it. And he pawned all that off. And like then he kicked something on the ground and it was the tape.
Right.
So to get back at Tommy Lee, and he posted posted on the internet because no one really knew about the internet in 1996. It was like only like 30 million people had it. Now every single person like has the internet, obviously. And so he went to like director. I'm not gonna say director, but he went, and who's played by Nick Offerman actually.
Okay, so is this a comedy? Like
No, I haven't watched. There's only 3 episodes, but it is funny. Like they do have funny aspects, but at the end of the day, because I watched an interview with Sebastian Stan, he's like, it's really just an American crime story.
Okay. Well, okay. Is this a true story?
Yeah, it's 100% true. This is how it happened. Is they didn't, because he's like, Sebastian Stan's like, everyone thinks that Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson, because they're characters,
Right. Yeah.
like they're eccentric people. They released the sex tape themselves, but no, it was stolen from them and leaked out on the internet.
I do remember hearing that.
Yeah. So, and it's just why, because Tommy Lee and Pamela, we'll get off of Tommy Lee and Pamela in a second, but they met at a nightclub. Pamela Anderson had to go to Cancun for work because she worked on Baywatch. And Tommy Lee's like, oh, I'll come with you. They met like that night. And then Pamela Anderson's like, no, he followed her to Cancun. And then they spent 4 days in Cancun together and they got married at the end of it.
Oh.
So by the time that they met and got married, it was 5 days.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then this is another funny part. They were like on the plane or whatever. And Sebastian Stan with Tommy Lee, he's like, so like, you like any movies? Like they had already been married and everything like that because they never like had a conversation. But
no, I mean going back to TV shows, I do this weird thing where I'll watch a show. Maybe it'll be 2 episodes or like 2 seasons, and then I just will stop. It like doesn't matter if it's good or not. Like for some reason, I don't know if it's ADHD or what.
And
but
then I end up going like once I go back to it, like I'm like.
Yeah, and then it just kind of gets.
Oh, that's like me with like I've been watching New Girl now.
I started that show. And it's a great show.
Exactly. I'm in the middle. I started literally watching it again last night, and I was in the middle of season 2, and I just picked it up because I wasn't gonna restart the show.
Yeah.
And I kind of got the gist of I remember what was happening, but it's been like a year since I watched it, But it's a funny show. But yeah, I kind of do the same thing sometimes.
I don't know why. Again, it's not that it's a bad show, like, and I'm not interested. I just stop watching it.
Yeah. Have you watched Game of Thrones?
That's another show where I watched the first season, and then I watched the first episode of the second season, and then I just didn't watch it again. And again, it's not that I wasn't interested. I just stopped watching it.
Yeah, no. I think I got to like the Red Wedding episode, and then I binged it like in like 2017 or something like that. And then I get to the Red Wedding episode, and I just got really pissed, so I stopped watching it.
See, I don't even know what you're talking about because I didn't get that far.
Yeah, no, it's the worst scene in cinematic history.
Great.
Apparently, and they said the last season was ass, so I'm not looking forward to like the last season of it being as.
Yeah, doing what I do, like not finishing shows, and then it comes out like a spoiler where I'm just kind of like, well, I'm not going to watch it now,
Yeah. I mean, see, that's the thing, though. Some TV shows, they don't know when to stop.
Supernatural.
No, but like where it gets to like the last season is so bad. Like The Office. Office should have stopped as soon as Steve Carell left.
Yep. Yeah.
Because it's like, that's not The Office without Steve Carell.
Yeah, they begged him to stay.
Well,
They're
obviously.
Like, yeah. But of course, like they're like, well, we can write him off, but like we're gonna have to continue this for a couple more seasons, which is what they did. I didn't like the transition. I didn't like Will Ferrell's character. I love Will Ferrell, but I think that he was probably like one of the worst characters in The Office.
Yeah, I love Will Ferrell too, but like you said, it's like that's like if they stopped Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or they kept going with Brooklyn Nine-Nine and like Jake left, like Andy Samberg had left.
Right.
Like that's not a show.
I know.
Because it's like literally like Steve Carell is like, he's on the cover of like, when you think of The Office, it's like when you look up The Office, every picture is Steve Carell.
Right. Yeah.
So if you take him out of that, what is the show supposed to revolve around? Like
John Krasinski.
Yeah,
like
John
Jim.
Krasinski or Rainn Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, I do have to disagree. I do think that they did do a good job considering, just because how they brought him back. Like it was kind of just they were filling in until it was Dwight's wedding and he came back that last episode.
Yeah.
So I think that the writing was good.
Yeah, no, they had to have brought him back the last episode, so I was looking at time. But all right, so I have 17 beloved TV shows with terrible final seasons.
Okay.
So number one's Game of Thrones.
Okay.
I just heard it was so, but like that's the thing, I'm just not excited to go back and watch it because it's
you
just
have to go
so
through
bad.
so many seasons,
and then it's just like the worst. It's like they said it was like the worst like season in TV history. So I'm not going through 9 seasons of hour episodes just to,
right, yeah,
just to be disappointed. That 70 show. Did you ever watch that 70 show? That's another one I started and I didn't finish, but like
I watched probably 4 episodes.
Yeah, I watched like a few seasons, and then it just like I didn't really get in. I just lost interest.
Yeah, but that's like who people call you the most.
That's what they called me in high school.
Yeah, Kelso.
Yeah, Kelso. Now this is interesting. How I Met Your Mother. Isn't the whole show based around like getting to the point with like? Because it starts out like, oh, let me tell you a story about how I met your mother, and isn't it supposed to end like that kind of same way?
Yeah.
So like, imagine all like 8 seasons. I mean, how long was?
I don't know. I got up to season 3 and I just stopped watching. That's
Yeah.
another. That's one of the main shows that I think of when I started a show, enjoyed it, and then just like stopped watching.
It's on Hulu now,
I'm not sure,
but
maybe
you can use my Hulu if you
Yeah,
want.
no,
to,
I have my own Hulu.
Oh, they just started How I Met Your Father
Yeah, I heard that was trash.
with I think it's Hilary Duff.
Yeah.
Josh Peck. Josh
Peck.
Peck is in it. Shout out.
No, wait, who's the? Is it Josh Peck?
Yeah, it's Hilary Duff, Josh Peck, and I don't know any of these other guys.
Oh, okay.
But like, come on.
It's kind of like Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World. You know,
Yeah.
it's just,
yeah.
or Full House and then Fuller House.
Fuller House. Yeah. Shout out Bob Saget.
It's just like you know, obviously you have these fandoms, but you gotta just let it go. That's like if The Office had its own spin-off. I think there a spin-off. Wasn't it like a Dwight show at one point?
I'm sure there was. But, like, see, that's the other thing is spin-offs suck.
Yeah.
They're so bad every single time. Like,
Yeah.
think of one spin-off that, like...
I couldn't.
No, there's no Office spin-offs.
I think there might have been like a web series or something like that, but I think it was a web series. I don't think it was like an actual
Well,
TV
because
show.
there was going to be one, apparently, for
Dwight's Farm, right?
For Dwight's Farm,
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, I think. It's a good thing that they didn't do it, because I don't think that would have... It would have been funny, because Dwight's a great character. But
Yeah, but you can't make a show around him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you said, he's like a good... It's like if... It's like in... I'm going to bring up Brooklyn Nine-Nine again, but it's like if they made Brooklyn Nine-Nine about Boyle. You know what I mean? Like, Boyle's a great character. He's... Like, Joe Latrulio did a great job with... I can't picture anyone else being Charles Boyle, but, like, if you gave him his own show, I don't think you could do it.
I would watch Captain Holt, though.
Yeah, I was thinking Captain Holt, but no, Captain Holt.
But even that,
100%.
it'll be a good couple episodes, and then you're kind of like, all right, I'm not going to watch this
Well, yeah,
anymore.
because it's, like, very, like, monotone and stuff like that. Like, I'd watch, like, a spin-off of just, like, Jake, because he's, like... But that's the thing, is because it's Jake's show, kinda. But...
Yeah. But I don't think... I think that would flop, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, anything... I wouldn't want them to do it.
Right.
Like, that's the thing. I just wouldn't want them to do it.
So basically, it's just any show should just stay one show. There should be no spin-offs.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I can't even think of any, like you said, How I Met Your Mother, How I Met Your Father, Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World,
Full House,
Full House, Fuller House. I can't think of any more off the top of my head.
Joey, Friends. Wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that flopped too.
Well, yeah, because you don't. It's no like Friends is everywhere. Joey is not.
I mean, again, he's a great character. You know, like
Yeah,
I loved
Joey's-
watching him. Again, I wouldn't watch a show just based around him.
Yeah. Okay. Better Call Saul.
Okay, I heard that was a good.
That was really good. Yeah, I heard
That's
that
another
too.
show, Breaking Bad. I watched the first 2 seasons. It's one of the best shows ever. I might, if there was one show that I would go back to and watch, it would be that one, just because I heard great things about it.
Oh, I mean, technically, all the Law and Orders are spinoffs.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah, but like SV. Well, because there's like original Law and Order, and then Criminal Intent is
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
And then there's like SVU.
SVU is great.
There was a Criminal Minds spinoff where they tried to do it like international, and it bombed. Like it bombed.
Right.
Yeah. No. This is all saying like SVU. All the Star Treks. I mean, there's like all this different kind of stuff where it's like, if you consider SVU a spinoff, it's a fantastic spinoff because they did like 23 seasons of it. You know.
Right. No,
they're still going, and it's still like fresh every single time, you know. And it's like the longest running show like ever.
that's why I wouldn't really consider it a spin-off. It's kind of its own show, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they just did one where I don't know how familiar you are with SVU, but they just brought Elliot back.
I know. Elliot.
Where but he has his own show where it's like
Yeah.
organized crime. You know what I mean? And he's really good in that.
Yeah. Did it flop?
No, it's still on. It's doing really good, but. Yeah, I love SVU. I love doing all because Brianna like loves it's like her favorite show of all time.
yeah.
So like when we started dating, it was like all we watched was SVU.
Anytime I have to give her a gift, I give her an SVU.
Something
thing.
SVU, yeah. But I mean, we watch it from time to time, but she's been trying to do the regular Law and Orders because she hasn't seen them all. She's seen every single she could see 3 seconds of the SVU cold open,
And she knows what it is.
and she knows exactly which episode
Oh, yeah.
it is. Which
I've seen her do it.
Yeah, which I'm there with like Brooklyn Nine-Nine now, but not so much Criminal. I still need to finish Criminal Minds, but
That's like me with The Office. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very popular thing for people to say. It's like, oh, I know every episode of The Office just because everyone watches it.
yeah,
You know?
I still haven't finished The Office.
What did you go up to?
Season 4, maybe. It was some Christmas episode, but
Yeah, I mean,
well, because I have
he leaves.
Oh, sorry.
He leaves. You know, around that time, right?
I don't
It's
know.
like season 7.
Oh, I have no
trying to
idea.
think.
But that's the other thing. Is like I don't want to get so invested and then he leaves and I hate the show after.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good moments. It's an unpopular opinion, but I love Gabe's character. Like he's he's awkward. No one likes him.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Toby, but I don't know. It's just
They started bringing all these different people in too. I know that.
yeah, because then another company takes over.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really like Robert California, James Spader's character.
Okay. Yeah.
He's kind of
See, I love Craig Robinson.
yeah.
I think he's so funny.
I think
I
it was
see
great
he's
when
in
they-
everything. He's in The Office. What's his name in The Office?
Daryl.
Daryl. He's Doug Judy in Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Right.
who's one of the most iconic characters in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Right.
And I just see him in it. He's in all the Pizza Hut commercials. Shout out. I've never had Pizza Hut. Oh, and
Yeah, you
I
have.
haven't since I was like a kid. Anyway, we're going to take a break. So we will be right back. So I mentioned a couple weeks ago that we're going to be starting to shout out nonprofit organizations. And the first one we're going to be doing is WAGS, which is Waiting Animals Getting Support. It's a nonprofit based in Dayton, Massachusetts, established for the purpose of providing support to abused, abandoned, and at-risk animals across the nation and even the world. It's not just dogs either. The organization's goal is to help out anything that wags, including cats, horses, donkeys, and even pigs. The founder, Sue Furtado, has been working at this for years alongside the WAGS community. They could really use any of the help you guys could provide. This is actually a friend of ours. It's his mom's organization. It's really small. I really think this is an important one to shout out because I was talking to him the other day and he was telling me how she donates money to help animals in, I think he said donkeys in Georgia right now. She's donated money in different countries, and it's just, I think it's really important the work that she's doing. So any help that we could provide, that this could provide, would go a long way, I think. So using the link in our description, you can donate to WAGS, and any donation counts. You should never think it's too small. For more information on WAGS and how you can donate, visit the website www.wagswaitinganimals.org or visit the Facebook at WAGS Waiting Animals. Thank you, WAGS, for what you're doing.
And we're back.
All right, so during the intermission, we had a little Capri Sun break.
We did.
Oh my, because I couldn't find any water, and oh my god,
The juice of our childhood.
bro, Capri Sun, sponsor us, please. I will gladly drink a Capri Sun every single episode. It's just like we were talking about it, and it just brings like so many good like memories back. You know what I mean? Like it just reminds me of like middle school, like you said, middle school lunches. I felt like I could have had just a ham and cheese sandwich right there and then while I was drinking it. Like throw some chip. Did you put chips in your sandwiches at all?
Yes.
Yeah, were you
Every
big
single
on
time.
that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I still do it.
Now, okay, do you just stick with like classic like chips to do? Like, is that the only chip you can put in a sandwich? Is like a classic Lay's, non-sponsed?
No, I feel like
But Lay's, you can sponsor us.
barbecue chips are really good in sandwiches.
Yeah, but does it like depend on the sandwich? Because you're not gonna put like a barbecue chip in like a tuna sandwich.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Anything with deli meat, nothing with anything
Oh, you
else.
could throw some classic chips in a nice tuna sandwich. I feel like it just gives it that little. I mean, because at the end of the day, classic chips are like, sure, they're good, but like, there's no flavor there. If you say, oh, hey, I'm gonna run to Cumbies. What do you want? And then you say to me, Lay's classic chips. I'll be like, oh. unless you accompany it with the dip.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Like, but then I'm gonna get you like Ruffle chips or something like that, like the one with the ridges. If you're gonna have the dip.
Yeah.
But like a classic Lay's potato chip, get out of here. What do you think the best chip flavor is?
What brand? Or are you asking me what brand?
No, flavor. We'll go flavor first. If there's like a specific, so say you say salt and vinegar, right?
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, I really like Pringles salt and vinegar, but I like Lay's barbecue. Like if there's like a specific brand to the flavor, but just like in general, what chip holds the best flavor?
Oh, You know what? I don't think it matters what kind, but
Yeah.
and call me weird if you want. The sour cream and cheddar.
Oh, the ruffles.
Yeah, I think every
Cheddar
brand
and
has
cheddar and sour cream.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Those are
underrated.
they're underrated, but I can't eat a whole bag of them. Am I?
Party size?
Yeah, like a party. Like if I were to eat, like I don't eat party size like an entire bag of chips like that.
gonna say.
But I'm just saying, like I can get sick of cheddar and sour cream chips quicker than I can a sour cream and onion.
Right.
A
yeah.
barbecue chip always hits the spot. Sun chips are so underrated. I feel like
agree.
no one really likes sun chips, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a story about Sun Chips. Cuz I work in a purchasing department at we make cabinets. But
Exciting.
yeah, very exciting. So one of the guys in the warehouse had gotten a bag of chips from the vending machine. And he found dead ants in the chip bag.
In the chip bag?
All the way at the bottom, so he didn't know until he like ate the full bag. So
Wait, so
he
you
was
don't
like,
think it could have just like fell in the bag?
well, okay, so we did some investigation and there were little holes in the bag.
Oh, wow.
So that they got in, yeah.
Now, do you think that they could have been in the vending machine?
It could have been.
And
I'm
then
just
they got
saying is
into
that
the
ever
bag of
since
chips?
ever since then I've been
Adverse to sun chips?
yeah. I mean, I would obviously eat them. What's your favorite flavor of them?
Of sun chips?
Yeah.
Gotta go harvest cheddar. Or garden salsa, or that's fire
yes. Yeah, I agree.
too.
What about Doritos?
Doritos. Now this can get controversial.
Right.
Everyone loves Cool Ranch. I don't. It's not my favorite. Like I'm really more of sweet chili guy.
Ooh.
The purple bag.
Yeah, I would say that's my favorite, honestly. I do like all of them.
Oh, how can we not talk about chips and sandwiches and not mention nacho cheese Doritos? That's like the classic.
Yeah.
That's the classic. Kettle chips too.
That's what I think of when I put chips in my sandwiches.
Like a mesquite barbecue, like
Yes.
kettle cooked chip, bro.
yeah.
Bro, apparently they're better for you too. Remember when in middle school when they did like the oven baked chips?
Oh yeah. When I go to Subway, I get the baked chips.
It's like it kind of threw me off.
I don't know. It is supposed to be healthier for you. So.
Yeah, it's like whatever, less fat.
Yeah.
It's saying here that the number one chip of all time is Doritos nacho cheese. I just can't agree with that.
I don't know. I guess it's. I mean, obviously it's most popular,
Yeah, definitely.
but.
Well, because it's like what you get when you go to a party. It's like
Yeah.
you put Doritos in a bowl and
Right, but I wouldn't say it's the best chip.
yeah, like you want to go to a party and put like a salt and vinegar chip like out. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's weird, but I mean, I'll kill a bag of like Tostitos too, though.
Oh,
Give me some salsa,
Some
or
buff chick dip.
queso. Oh, buffalo chicken dip. Man, I'm so hungry
Me
right
too.
now. Anyway, so I'm sure, obviously, you guys know, but we are brothers. And do you remember we're 18 months apart?
Yeah.
So like, do you remember before I was born?
No.
No?
No, I have a pretty good memory, but I can't think that far.
Yeah. But I don't remember a lot of stuff just because I just don't have a good memory.
Right.
Like what did I had a burger last night for dinner. Oh, so good. Wow, I'm so hungry. Anyway, so but even when we were kids, like I do have memories. Like I'm not like it's not sad. Like I do have memories from like when we were kids.
I do know people that don't even remember. They remember since they were like 11.
Yeah, no,
There's
I
some
remember
people that
like
do
we
that.
would like drive around in like the Gator, or I remember one time, where we used to live, it was like our backyards were connected to someone else's backyard.
Not necessarily. We had a huge, like, I wouldn't call it a field, but it was like a huge side yard where it was just like that's where we would.
Yeah, but it
drive around.
connected to someone
Oh
else's
yes,
backyard.
yeah. With the lady with the dog.
Yeah, they were connected. Like
Yeah.
our backyard was technically her backyard.
Yeah,
and
it was
stuff.
basically one big field.
Yeah, so they had this dog. What kind of dog was it?
I've
It was
always
a little dog.
no, it wasn't. No, it was a Doberman, I think.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I think she was a Doberman. Brandy,
Oh.
that was her name.
Yeah. So I remember this one time where you were with our cousin. We were, we were outside and whatever. We were young. Obviously, we moved out when we were like 5 or 6. But,
Yeah.
And I just remember you locked me out of the house. And the Doberman like came chasing. And like you guys ran. I was on like a swing or something like that. And you guys ran back because she had gotten out. And I'm like, no. And I'm like,
But you're not afraid of dogs.
no, I love dogs. I love dogs. But there's another story that I don't remember that I'm always told like happened. I threw a brick at your head.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I have a vivid memory of that.
Can you like tell me what happened? Because
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. I'm sure you would like to know.
Well, I'm just saying because like I've always just like, yeah, I threw a brick at your head, but no one ever gave me like a context or story behind it.
Yeah. No, I don't know why you did it, but we were, because Dad was moving our old garage at our old house, forward because it was tucked back a little bit. So there was a big hole where the garage used to be because he had already moved it. And we were just playing in the pit,
As you do.
right. That was once a garage. And there were like, just bricks down there and like foundation and stuff. And all of a sudden I turn around to climb back up onto the level ground. And I just feel something very like hard, like just donk me in the head. And I turn around and you're just like standing there.
Wait, did I like Mufasa you or scar you or did I like
What do you
was
mean?
I like on in Lion King?
Long live
Yeah.
the king.
Like was I on the top or was I like behind?
No, we were both in the pit. So you were
so I just
you were
had
standing.
massive strength.
Yeah, you just like hucked it and it bonked
How
me in
big
the
was the
head.
brick?
It was like I think it was like a half a brick.
Oh, I was still a strong 4-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, you were. It like
Get over
I was
it.
bleeding.
Yeah, it was 20 years ago. Get over it.
I remember we were gonna go to New Hampshire on vacation that same day.
Oh, and then we
Yeah,
just
and
didn't.
I was not happy.
we
Well, I got a brick thrown at my head. So
did we end up going to New Hampshire?
I think so.
Oh, well, get over it. It was 20 years ago. But like that's just like I don't remember that.
I mean, you weren't the one that had the brick thrown at your head, so like
Yeah. Oh my god, I get it. I threw a brick at your head. Get over it, bro. That's just something that's it was you just have a really good memory. And I mean, I was 4, so I don't expect me to like remember that.
right.
But yeah, it's just like I don't know.
I can't really explain it. Like it's not. They aren't really anything of like interest, like
Value.
value. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just random stuff that I'll just be like, oh, I remember one
See,
time, like
yeah, I
when I was like
remember, like-
3, this happened.
Yeah. Going back because before the break we were talking about like how we just stopped kind of watching TV shows. That's kind of like the same thing with everything though. It's like you just kind of stop.
Right.
Like you don't know. It's like there are all those things where it's like you don't know when you're a kid when the last time you're gonna go play football in the front yard with your friends, or you don't know it's gonna be like the last time you play
yeah.
wiffle ball outside because you just stop.
Yeah.
It's not like a planned thing. Like, oh, this is gonna be the last time we're gonna like do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you can say that about a lot of things.
Yeah,
In life,
you can do like say that about
get
like,
really deep.
yeah, you can say that about like even like video games. Like I have 10 video games that I haven't finished just because I just stopped.
Yeah.
Like because I
You just lost interest. It's
Well,
just-
no, it's not even that I just lost interest. I just like I just started doing something else.
Well, that's
and
what I
like
mean,
then I
yeah.
just like I'll end up going back to it, but like I just never like finished it. Like I've played like Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
I've started Skyrim like 15 to 20 times and I've just never like finished it. I mean, there's like a lot to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, but
I mean, I do that too, but those are the games that I've already played before. So I just want to like Red Dead 2. Best game ever.
even like GTA.
Yeah,
People
GTA,
play-
yeah. Yeah,
people
that's another
play
one.
GTA, like, I mean, it came out what 7 years ago,
It came out in 2013.
almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
Jesus, but like, people are still like playing it every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't played it in years, but
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of broken now.
Not necessarily.
Like, do people still find stuff to do?
Yeah, there's a lot of role play servers on PC specifically. I mean, you can I
yeah.
think you can still get into the PC servers even though you're playing console. I don't know, but
Yeah, that's fun.
yeah, if you have other people that that play it, or I mean, I guess you can just kind of join a server, but
Well, that's kind of essentially what VR is.
yeah,
Like, VR is going to take over the world. Like this
it's
whole
getting kind of scary. Like I don't trust.
what, like the
Zuckerberg.
metaverse?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go. Like, I have a headset, but like, I'm not gonna go like live in my headset. But like, there's like people like you can buy like real
Real what?
like land in VR and like
See,
the metaverse.
that kind of scares me. I don't know. I just
yeah.
think you saying that it's going to take over the world, and I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just
like
really
real
sketch.
escape.
Yeah.
How much is spending 4.3 million buying a plot of land in Atari's The Sandbox metaverse?
Why would someone do that?
I don't know.
What's
What
the
the fuck
point?
is crypto? I don't know. I don't know these things. They're dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not spending my money on a fake currency that can, like, you can have, say you invested in crypto when it was not really heard about. It was like a penny for a coin.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now it'd be worth millions of dollars, but that can tank.
Yeah. Everything's
It
could happen.
stocks,
Like you could either it's just a boom or bust.
Like, what if just everyone realizes how stupid crypto is,
then it bombs.
and then it just bombs, and you're like, wow, it's literally worth the
That's
penny.
just the risk that these people are taking.
Also, what's an NFT?
NFTs are basically crypto, but it's like, how you say if you invest in Bitcoin, you own that Bitcoin or
Yeah.
a percentage or like it. Because
Yeah,
at this point, you're not going to be spending, what is it now? I don't even know.
It's
what
like
what's at.
$1.3 million for like one coin.
No. If you look it up, the value of one Bitcoin, it's like, I don't know what it's at now. It's in between 30 and 60
It's
at least.
$41,000.
Yeah. So that's for one Bitcoin. So if I put in $100, I get 0.00 like whatever percent or bit. I don't know what they call it.
yeah,
But with NFTs, it's like you invest in this artwork or like whatever it is, or
it's
you know,
just like
and you
dumb.
own that,
Yeah,
and
but like I can screenshot, like, say someone buys like like I think Justin Bieber just bought one of the Bored Apes, right?
yeah.
I could just screenshot that and put it as and just say like, hey, I just bought an NFT. It's just dumb. You're buying a profile picture.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are a bunch where it's like, whether it's animated or their videos and stuff.
I just
I
don't get why is that worth any sort of money?
It beats me.
Like, did you see there was a kid, 18, 19 years old, took a picture of him for a school project every day, like for a year. Just a picture, the same picture every day, and he sold them as NFTs, and he made $18 million.
Okay. Why do you collect baseball cards?
I collect basketball cards.
That's what I meant.
Well, because they're gonna be worth money.
Same thing with NFTs though.
It makes no sense. It makes zero sense to
Because
me.
it's just the value of what you're buying.
But
I mean,
how
I'm
does it hold any value?
It's just because you have only a certain amount of people that are able to buy this because there are only so many.
It's one of one or
so
whatever,
so when this
yeah.
person decides to sell it, they can sell it for that amount to someone else.
But like, I just don't get why people want to buy pictures of apes. Like,
I don't know
who's
either.
drawing the apes.
I
Like,
wish I knew.
Banksy? Is that
Maybe
the
he'll get into
artist?
that.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
But the same thing with your basketball cards and Pokemon cards. It's because these things they hold value. 'Cause no one's gonna think this little piece of paper that's laminated is worth $200, but it is. Same thing with coins, with like rare coins and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just a piece of metal.
Yeah, why does any money hold any currency? Yeah,
I think that's a lot of fun, like trying to find rare coins and like dollar bills and stuff.
yeah. Our friend is super into that. One time his basement was just full of pennies.
Yeah.
Like full of Like,
Yeah, but that's just how it is. Like you have this like penny that was worth 1 cent, and now it's worth like $200.
Yeah,
So
'cause, like,
you
the
get a return
yeah.
on it. You know?
I remember we went to I went with him to like the Coinstar to like deposit all like the extra pennies that he has that weren't worth anything, and
Yeah.
he had $500 like dollars worth. It was like $200-$300 worth of pennies.
Yeah.
which is 2,000 pennies.
Yeah. Right.
So like,
And he probably found a lot of rare ones in
Yeah,
that collection.
within
So
that.
he has more than whatever he got from
yeah,
just
and like I used to be super into doing the whole basketball cards like you brought up. I still like I'll buy a pack every once in a while, but like I mean I just got like a LaMelo ball that's worth like $300 right now.
and it's only going to go up if he
Yeah,
if he
I'm holding
has more
on
of a
to it. Yeah,
successful
more
career.
more accolades added to it. Anyway, yeah, I just think it's so dumb.
It's just what people like to do.
It's just not something I think I'll get into, you know.
It's almost the same thing as gambling. You know, you know that things could go really bad and you lose like however much.
Yeah, so you just got to know when to like
When to stop.
yeah, when to stop and to pull your chips. But anyway,
It's just a game, basically. You know, it's just a game that people play with NFTs.
yeah, but with
and
thousands of
cryptos.
dollars.
Yeah, but if you win, you
It's
get more.
crazy.
You know.
It's crazy. TikTok's really weird right now.
Oh, going back to TikTok.
Yeah, well, because it's like I remember when it just used to be like
Musically.
yeah, I remember Musically. Dude, it doesn't have shit on Vine. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
All these kids growing
Yep.
up with TikTok, you don't even know
No.
Vine, bro.
Because the thing with Vine is that you had all these creative ideas and stuff that you had to
Yeah.
cram into 7 seconds. 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, but now you can. I mean, granted, and there was YouTube where you could post, you know, however long that you wanted to.
Yeah.
But with TikTok, you have more time to you know. Be
Yeah, but
creative.
it's just crazy because you could have 200,000 followers on TikTok, and that does not mean shit.
not necessarily.
But when you think about it, it's like all like the big influencers that are actually making money off this. I mean, like how many subscribers is Charlie D'Amelio up to right now?
Oh, I couldn't even imagine.
Like, it's over 100 million subscribers.
Yeah,
are
but those
subscribed to
people aren't. It's almost like PewDiePie, like subscribing to PewDiePie on YouTube.
Yeah, it's just kind of like you
like-
gotta subscribe to PewDiePie.
Right. That
when
way,
you-
you know.
like if you make, she has 135 million followers on TikTok.
I'm not surprised.
Now, okay, how many downloads does TikTok have?
I don't even want to know.
3 billion people.
Yeah.
There's 7 billion people on
Think-
this earth.
Think about your For You page and how many times you come up on like foreign people's stuff that you like. You know, obviously you don't know what they're saying.
It's
or,
like we're trying to have a social media presence, right?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna start releasing. Like, I want to start putting out more stuff that's not just clips. Like our Instagram's gonna be a clip page, pretty much, right?
Sure.
Like for the majority of it. But I'm saying for like TikToks and stuff like that, like I'd want to make, because we need to like do more.
Yeah, but that's just we
get more
have to
noticed, you know what I mean?
come up with the time to do that. You know.
Yeah, you're
So,
right.
But
But that's crazy. 3 billion. It's the first app outside of Facebook to reach the milestone. How many does Facebook have?
I mean, I would say
If
that
you had to
Facebook,
guess. If you had to guess.
TikTok's 3 billion.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's not true. Well, it says daily there's 38.26 million.
okay. Yeah, but people don't really. I mean, I don't really go on Facebook every day.
2.91 billion. So TikTok is bigger than Facebook.
Okay, well, I think that's because a lot of the younger kids are going on and making accounts on TikTok, and they wouldn't have a Facebook.
Yeah, I remember when getting a Facebook was like a big deal.
Yeah, I think I was in like 6th grade when I was like.
Now I don't really go on Facebook though. It's
I
just
know.
kind of crazy. But Facebook, like Zuckerberg owns Instagram. Does he own Twitter now?
He could. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I don't think so. But like that's the thing is that it's kind of hard to kind of monitor that. Like there are like 7-year-olds that have TikTok accounts.
Yeah, I mean, because there's Well, people do. It's the tricky. Have we talked about that?
What?
People that monitor every single video that goes on social media.
Oh, yeah, because I had to like that first TikTok that we put out there, because like Cole said he said the word die.
Yeah,
And I think it got like
it got
flagged.
flagged.
Yeah.
But well, first I want to bring up how like everything with Kanye
Mm-hmm.
is right now. Like Kanye's harassing Kim because North has a TikTok without Kanye's permission.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like if the kid wants a TikTok, just like it's like yeah, there are creeps on there and stuff, but
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that there are creeps on there that are, you know.
yeah, there are creeps on there. There are creeps everywhere.
I know,
Don't
but-
watch Criminal Minds. It's haunting, or SVU and all that kind of stuff. Me watching all those, I realized there are creeps everywhere.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is that like YouTube knew how to combat that, because
Yeah.
they have YouTube Kids, so only content there are kids content. You
Yeah.
know? But with TikTok, there's nothing. It's random people. I mean, obviously there's an algorithm, but there are random people watching your videos.
Yeah.
You know, from again all over.
Anyone can post anything on TikTok. And I know we kind of brushed up upon it when we said Cole got flagged for the video, but there are jobs out there.
Mm-hmm.
People work where they have to see every single thing that goes on the internet.
Yeah.
Like they'll see, you know, when there are, I'm not going to say, I don't feel like saying if you want to cut that out, you can cut that out. But like people have to, when someone posts that on YouTube, like terrible acts like that, someone has to watch it and then delete it. So people post messed up stuff.
Yeah.
And in order for them to take it down, someone needs to watch it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And it's people's job to screen the internet and just see everything that goes out. You know, there could be, I don't know how many billions of videos there are on the internet right now,
Yeah.
but there would be tens of billions of more if people weren't screening it. I don't know what the job, how much, I'm going to look this up, how much people get paid.
But I came across one of those where they tried to hide it by putting just a video of someone dancing, and then it cuts, and then it's like this really graphic video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people were getting really upset about that. So I think that's probably what started this whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the thing, is that's something that a machine or a computer can't detect.
Like it's like people's full-time job is they sit in an office. Oh, sorry. People sit in an office and they just click through videos and they just get desensitized to that kind of stuff because it's like people that report videos too. Obviously, that gets to the forefront of it.
That's what they do. They don't necessarily go through every single video. They go through every single video that's been reported. That has been flagged.
From what? Yeah, that maybe
They're not just gonna keep scrolling through random people's videos if they aren't of any interest to them. You know, in their
because
job.
ever since Kanye brought that up, like Kim and North's like TikTok account is like under review right now.
Yeah, that's probably because someone flagged it.
Well, because Kanye knows because Kanye said
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like they're
Yeah.
just watching everyone's TikToks, like everyone's profiles.
Yeah.
You know?
But
So
one other thing I wanted to bring up. This is crazy. So, as of today, Queen Elizabeth has been, I'm going to double check my facts, but as of today, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen of England,
right.
February 6, 1952. 70 years ago today, she became the Queen of England. She started her reign as the Queen of England. That's wild.
Yeah, that's all we know. That's all our parents know. You know,
That's nuts. Like that's almost like quadruple, like our lifetime.
right.
Like okay, so she's the longest reigning queen because Queen Elizabeth I reigned 45 years,
Which is still a lot.
Which is still a lot. Queen Victoria reigned 64 or almost 64 years. Now Queen Elizabeth 70 years as of like today. There have been 14 U.S. presidents since then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and if you think about Queen Victoria, like she had a huge influence on like everything, and she had less years than Queen Elizabeth, like this one.
Oh shit! I only have 30 seconds. Okay, go follow all the schmedias at the Easily Distracted Podcast on Instagram, at Easily Distracted Podcast on TikTok. You can follow the Twitter at Easy Distracted Pod. We don't post anything on the Twitter. You don't have to do that if you want. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, especially the YouTube channel. Go like it. Please tell a friend about this. We've been getting a lot of love for all these episodes, and we really do appreciate. We've gotten so many numbers on this.
Give us feedback.
Yeah, please give us feedback. Put it on your Instagram story, whatever. Follow all the clips, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Easily distracted.
What the